Good morning, everybody. It's Christina, and I wanted to show you how I am making my Shabby Chic Thankful banner, the monthly challenge at Scrapbooking with Me Boutique Members Room. And I have already started because there's a lot of work in this. I thought I would get it done in just like an hour while my husband hunted yesterday, and no. So I am going to show y'all what I did. First, I'm going to show you how I painted by using this. Oh no, that's my back. By using this piece right here, I cut my cardstock out 6 by 4 by 6, and then I just cut my bottom part of my banner by myself. I did it on my own, and then after my first one, I used it as my template to cut out the rest of them so they'd all kind of match. All right, let me grab, oh, here they are, a little paintbrush right quick. This is all I did. This is the Art Chemy Blackberry paint. And I let it just, the colors of the, cardstock, I didn't go real heavy on the paint. And I didn't really try to keep my brush strokes any certain way, because my interpretation of Shabby Chic is lots of textures, lots of old, or looks like old. All right, so I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll show you what else I did to it when it's dry. Let me just put this aside somewhere. Oh, and my cup of water will work. Keep it wet. All right. So this is the Art Chemy acrylic paint, and it is blackberry. So it's a nice, beautiful color. I've used it before. I used it on my picture frame for my burlap cross. Okay, so I did that, and then I just kind of pulled out a lot of beige and fall-y looking, yellows and of fibers and textures, and I started with this. So every once in a while you'll see this leaf come up, or some of the beads will be in it. Ooh. All right, I'm going to get my scoreboard out for a second because I'm going to show y'all what else I did. I cut out pieces of the same color cardstock, and I cut out 16 of these. 8 for the letters thankful, that spell it thankful, and then 8 to go on the back with the things that I'm thankful for. Okay, I cut this out at 4 by 2, and I'm going to score on the 1 inch. And then fold toward the bubble side. And all that does is just let me be able to put my letters up, the 2 pieces of my banners together, and still wrap around this. I didn't want it to be, I wanted to do 2. Alright, but then I miscounted and I kind of cut my thing a little short. So I'm going to try to push all this. Let's see, I might be able to move my knot though. I didn't think about that. I knotted these fibers off, because if not, the little beads and stuff come off. I got glue all over my hands. Alright. Now, we have room to figure out where we want to put this. Okay, and what I did was I put score tape at the top, No, I didn't. Put score tape at the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this down a little because on some of them I noticed it was a little big. And it's going to be hidden, so it's no biggie. I'm going to put it in my ribbon inside it. And my fibers. Alright, and this will slide if I need it to. Alright. And this is the last one of the painted ones I need to put on. I have not put my other one on yet. And what I did was just take a little bit of tulle, because I have lots of tulle. I cut me off a little bit like that. And then I kind of bunched it up here, where it kind of looked like a skirt. And then I came in and, I'm not sure this one's long enough. Oh, it'll work, yeah. And I cut it in half up to where I've got it bunched. Then I'm using a lot of art glitter glue. And dabbing it around there. And as you can notice, I put my letters on this rose applique. Let that dry for a second. More than a second with this. For some reason the tool has a hard time. It wants to pop it all up. Which is why I went ahead and did a lot of this ahead of time so that we would not have to have 3 or 4 videos to make one banner. And yes, I am horrible like a little kid. I wipe my hands on my clothes. Now I'm just going around now and I'm putting a little bit of art glitter glue in different areas to help hold the applique down. And when I painted on my letters, I also used the Alchemy Blackberry. And I freehanded it. I just figured that it would be alright freehanded. Come on. You shift it over somehow a little. Alright, the others didn't take this long. I'm sorry. Alright, we're going to set that aside. Doesn't help that I have glue all over me. Alright, let's set that aside. I'd like to set something heavy on it, but I'm afraid that if I do, it'll stick to it. Because of all the tulle and the way the applique is made, some of the art glitter glue comes up through it. Alright, we're going to let that dry for just a minute. Alright, here we're going to go ahead and put, and I should have done it before I put it down. We're going to put tape, double-sided score tape on either side at the top. On both sides at the top, not either. Alright. Now we have to decide which fibers we're going to put here. And I'm putting, well, that one's attached. I've been putting brown tulle on each section. And I just cut it out. I didn't do anything fancy with cutting it. But this is how I'm putting it on because everything's going on this way so that if I decide later I don't want to keep this, I can easily take my tulle and my ribbons and laces off. And the tulle, it's from my stash. The appliques and a lot of the laces I bought at Lighthouse Stop and Shop. That's the sister store to Scrapbooking with Me Boutique. Okay. Let's see, let's put this one on. I don't think I've used it in a while. All right, hold on. All right, we're still good. We still got 10 minutes. Okay, I thought that was the camera dinging, but I guess it was my phone or my computer. All right, so I'm going to squeeze this down as far as I can. I want to get one of these yellow fibers in. No, I don't. Not right here. I want... Where did my yellow lace go? Where did you go? Oh, there it is. And this, I got all most of these laces came from Lighthouse Stop and Shop. Like I said, that's the sister store for Scrapbooking with Me Boutique. And it's where members can sell items. You just cannot sell what's for sale in the boutique at that time. Like, say you bought a paper collection and you got it, and you're like, I'm not so sure about that one, and you can sell it in the after Edith no longer sells it. You can sell it in the Lighthouse Stop and Shop. Now, the laces are all being sold by, right now, all of them are being sold by Cindy. And Cindy is real quick. As soon as you pay, she's got you a tracking number, and it's getting shipped. And I can't wait for her to add some more laces. Laces are getting a little on the low side. So Cindy, if you watch this, I need a new supply of laces. Okay, let's see. We got all of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, my goal was to try to make it with 5 different fibers. Let's see. And I had couple old nightgowns, cotton nightgowns. And I just pulled the lace off, and then I cut my material up to use the strips for my Shabby Chic Thankful banner. I did this last night while I was watching TV with my husband. I cut them up. Okay. Now we can apply this side. It should be dry enough. Obviously, that's not going to stick down. All right, I'm just going to give myself a little bit of glue. I lost my one I had in there, so the paper clip that I used for that one mini album that didn't work, I'll have a hard time losing that one. But as you can see by my mess, I had a lot of stuff on here on my desk. Let's see, move up some. Okay, now that's down. And all we have to do is add our fibers to this side. There's one. And I found that it's a lot easier if you're adding the tulle to put more than one together. But I don't have another blue cut out, so I'm just going to take some of this yellow. I mean, not blue, brown. All right. And I'm going to put this on the same way as I did the others. I hope I am. You want to try to get them as tight as you can too, so you have enough space. And then slide them. All right, let's see. What did I use there? I know I got to have this. I'm not sure where this came from, so we're going to say this is from my stash, because I think this is from my stash. Let's pull our little leaf out. All right, now we need to put our beads, our pearls. And I think I'm down to just this not quite full strand, so it's not going to have as much. But I need one of my orange. Orange ribbon. Like I said, I'm doing it this way so that this will be the only one that I actually knot. But so that I can remove these if I decide later, like say 4 or 5 years from now, it starts to look pretty bad. Or I think, I don't like that after all. I forgot to add my pearls. I just slide my pearls in this one. Normally I have enough to do both sides, but this one is a little short. And it's the last of these big ones, this color I have. Okay. And the reason why I'm knotting this one is because the pearls are so heavy that they pull the orange loose. So I'm just going to knot this one to hold it in place. Alright, there's that. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm aiming for 5 or more fibers. See, I know I have to put some material. And then I think I'm going to put a lace. So this one will have 6. I just don't know which lace I'm going to use. Guess it ought to be one I already have cut out. I tried to go through and cut them out and decide what was going where. It just ended up a jumbled mess, so this as tight as I can. All right. Now, we're going to add a piece of lace. Too small. I don't want those. I think I just used that one. This one's too small. I haven't used this one in a while. All right. So with Thanksgiving tomorrow, I wanted to make sure I had this up. I Should have had it done earlier this month and put up because I like to decorate for fall. I don't do Halloween, so I like to decorate for fall. Alright, so there's the front part of our Shabby Chic banner. I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to add where I have written what I'm thankful for. That's the L. And I am thankful for the best parents in the whole world. My mom and dad, Gordon and Janelle Morris. And I am thankful for the best sister and best brother, Kathy and Scott. They're both my little sisters, my little sister and my little brother. But this one got off a little. Oh well, it'll have to work. And then I have two beautiful nieces, my sister's girls, that I call the girls my girls, because we bonded a lot when they were younger. We spent a lot of time together. My niece Rachel could not say, she's the oldest, she could not say Chris or Christina or Chrissa. And nothing anybody else called me whenever she was little. So when she started talking, she started calling me Sissy. So I became Sissy. Well, then when Brianna came along 18 months later, and she started talking, and she added the aunt. So then I became Aunt Sissy. And now Rachel will still call me Aunt Sissy, but Brianna, she won't. She says that that's too childish. Or I guess that's what she thinks. So I'm no longer Aunt Sissy. I am just Chris to my beautiful niece Brianna, who is exactly like me. She doesn't look like me. She looks like her daddy's side of the family. But she is me made over. Okay. Then the second thing I was great. I'm going backwards on this, because I wanted the first to be behind the T. Okay, and then the greatest grands ever. I have two grandkids. Caitlin, who is 16, just turned 16. And Holden, who is 11. And they are my stepdaughter Brandy's kids and her husband Brad. All right, and then I am thankful for the best son-in-law ever, Brad. He is so thoughtful. During the summer, he'll just be mowing his lawn, and next thing you know, he's riding up our little private road and mowing ours. He and Holden showed up one day and just started weed eating for us. So I am very thankful for him. Right, and then the next one I'm thankful for is my stepson, Joey. He is not my biological son, but he is a son of my heart. And Joey, I do love you. Joey and I don't always see eye to eye, so that's sometimes difficult for our relationship, but I do want him to know how much I love him. Okay. And then I have my stepdaughter, Brandy. She's the daughter of my heart. I am very thankful for her. All right, these are not going on as evenly as I thought. I think I wrote my stuff the wrong way. All right, and I put my children. Oh, no, that's gone the other way. My son, Stephen, he is 15. And he is highly ADHD. And he won't take his meds. But he says he wants to be him the way God made him. And I can't argue with that. So he is like off the wall hyper. But my life would not be complete without him. And I love him very, very much. I don't know what I would do. I like to say that I have a before Stephen. I have a BS life and a AS life. A before Stephen life, which was BS, and an after Stephen life. All right. And then my husband. When we met on my 35th birthday. And I love my Danny very much. All right, the very first thing that I am thankful for is my Lord and Savior Jesus. Without him, I would not be a very nice person, which some people will tell you I'm not a nice person anyway, but there we go. My Shabby Chic banner, thankful banner. And I will be putting this on my piano later today. And I will post a picture of it in the members room. And then I will try to post a picture down below here. I'll try. I'm not sure if I know how to do that, but I'll try. Don't forget that we have a drawing going on for our 50 subscriber giveaway for the Delusion spray inks. That's a $25 value.